So me and my wife have been traveling in this RV for the last 2 years. And the one thing that's allowed us to stay in colder climates is the Vevor 8 kilowatt diesel heater. Thanks to this little box, we have been able to stay in temperatures well below freezing quite comfortably. Vevor went ahead and sent over this for us to review and put up on here to give you guys a little idea of what we're dealing with when you're ordering. So once you open the box up, you'll notice that Vevor has sent everything you need to do the install. We have a mounting plate that you'll mount to the base of your RV where the input and output for air will come in, the exhaust and the air intake. Very important piece. They also send an instruction manual if you get lost. First up, you have the diesel tank. Now this is where you'll be putting the diesel. They send everything you need to install a fuel line to this that will run to the main unit. We found that with this size tank, in cold temperatures, we're able to run for a couple days. There are other options that you can get to expand that time, but we found this size is plenty. The installation is pretty simple. There are plenty of videos out there to help you do it, but it should only take you about an afternoon to knock out. And here we are, the 8 kilowatt diesel heater. This mounts to the base of the floor of your RV, and as you can see here, there's an air intake and an exhaust and a fuel line. The fuel comes in, there's a combustion with a glow plug, and then there's a fan that pushes that hot heat out into the rest of your RV. Along with that, it comes with the fuel pump to push the fuel from the tank into the actual diesel heater. One of my favorite features about the Vevor diesel heater is it actually comes with a remote. This enables you to turn it on when you're not inside the RV. Say you're outside sitting around a campfire and it's getting about that time to go to bed and you want to make sure your home is warm. Just turn the on button on, turn up or down depending on the temperature you want it to be inside, and you can do that. They also send an LCD screen that allows you to see everything that's happening with the diesel heater that you can mount inside. I love when I have a project that I don't have to go to the hardware store for anything. Thanks to them, they've sent everything you need to do this install. You have the wiring harness, really plug and play. Just plug it in and connect it to a 12-volt battery and you're cranking. And they also send a muffler that you can mount to the exhaust to kind of decrease the sound of the exhaust coming out. The air intake, and my all-time favorite, the actual vent for the heater. So you can just put this little guy right on the head of the heater to direct the heat flow, but say you want to drag it through a cabinet, this allows you to vent it out to a certain location, and this just mounts right to the front. They also send the necessary fuel line and all of the hardware you need for the install. That includes clamps, zip ties, screws, self-tapping screws, a fuel filter to make sure it captures anything that's not wanted to go into the actual diesel heater. Again, if you're on the fence and trying to decide the best way, there's diesel, there's propane, there's all sorts of different manners, and this is the safest, most effective manner in heating your tiny home. I've installed about 5 of these, and each time I'm realizing how simple it really is and how it doesn't take a whole lot of time to knock out. So if you're looking for a way to heat your RV, the Vevor 8 kilowatt diesel heater is a great option.